you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. what you gonna do. I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. We're live from the Roger G. Taylor Arena. PD Doors, Craig Green here for our doubleheader action tonight as the Lady Hurricanes pick up a 50-burner tonight, defeating Patrick Henry 95-45. Now, the 3-2 Louisburg Hurricanes men look to hand Johnston Community College Jaguars their sixth loss to start the season 0-6. Welcome inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Craig, doubleheader, a lot of action tonight in Louisburg.
That's right. Game 2 of 2 right now, about to tip off here in the next minute and a half after we get national anthems and starting lineups and things like that. JCC, a team that's not off to the greatest start right now, 0-5 and 0-4 in the conference. And tonight, looking to, I guess we could even call it an upset here, trying to come into Louisburg where the Hurricanes have played well and looking to try to upset the apple cart here and send Brian Bagwell's team to a third consecutive loss.
Coach Bagwell, he knows his team's on a slout right now. They lost 2 games back-to-back, lost to Wake Tech, who was 0-4 when they come in, and then they lost to Quattaba Valley just 3 days ago. And now you welcome in Johnston Community College Jaguars that took Central Carolina down to the wire at home on Saturday also.
Yeah, it was the best game so far for JCC, taking on the Cougars, and just couldn't get the win. It was a loss 79-64 for them. But again, today, you kind of have to forget about those first 5 ball games. Just worry about right here, right now, Wednesday, November the 19th, and what you can do today to help bring your team a crooked number in that win column.
Definitely. It starts today. It doesn't start. They got a game Friday against Mid-Atlantic JV on Friday at home. They return home after, a critical road test for JCC. They started at Southwest Virginia, went to Virginia Peninsula, played Davis and Davie, Forsyth, and now at Louisburg. 1 out of the first 6 on the road.
Yeah, they're giving up 100 points a game to their opponents, which doesn't bode well for them. But again, you kind of have to forget about all of that and come out here today and play your best basketball.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead with the starting lineups for the visitors from JCC. They'll start Rashawn Freeney, number 0, Khalil Boston, number 1, Jamal Miller, number 5, and Nathan Drumhealer, and number 10, Cillian MacArthur. And then we'll take a look at the home starters for tonight. Coach Bagwell comes out with his well-oiled machine. We'll give the guys that come in and just light it up out the gate. Craig, start Donovan Majette, Jade Braswell, Isaiah Smith, Robbie Knox, and the returning sophomore out at starting 5, Nehemiah McDonald.
And Nehemiah McDonald, again, so far this season, averaging 19 points a game through the first 5 ball games, shooting 48% from three-point range. Right there around 7.5, 8 rebounds a game as well. And, tonight is a night where he can actually dominate in the paint.
Definitely. And Nehemiah McDonald going to need a big game from him tonight. We're going to, it's going to be interesting to see how Robbie Knox bounces back. He was just held to 2 points in the loss against Catawba Valley, and he fouled out in the second half with about 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, tonight that's going to be a point of emphasis here to keep your availability. This ability you can have is availability, whether that's health or being on the court in terms of staying out of foul trouble. So tonight it's going to be imperative for the Hurricanes to not get a little too overzealous defensively and get a little too aggressive here. Trust the process that you've done in your preparation. You got to rebound much better than you have. That's for certain. Right now, Louisburg's still the worst rebounding team in all of Region 10, and JCC not far behind them. So that's my key to the ball game tonight. Petey, is who's going to win the rebounding battle between these two? Who's going to crash the offensive boards and give their team extra possessions?
All right, the teams come to the court. Johnston Community College in the black and the blue, Louisburg in the white and the navy. And tonight's officials, Scott Graham, Todd Murray, and Michael Douglas. This is Petey Norris and Craig Green tonight for our doubleheader. Follow Craig Green on X at Craig G Sports and follow Petey Norris at Petey Norris. And jumping for the Hurricanes, Nehemiah McDonald going up against Nathan Jackson, and the Hurricanes get the stab at offense to start off. We'll see how JCC, a whole lot faster pace in this game than our first game, and they'll go high post to Majette. Baseline cut! Oh. Nehemiah McDonald put him on a poster right out the gate.
That's the kind of statement you want to make in the beginning of the ball game. Nehemiah McDonald rises up, flushes the deuce.
Put him right on the poster right out the gate, set up in a full court press. They'll get it across the timeline. Miller going to high post to Jackson. To the corner, stepped on the baseline. A turnover, JCC, just like that.
Yeah, just unfortunate that time. If you're McCarthy, he was out there on the wing ready to pop and shoot, but instead, turnover number 1.
Division by Donovan Majette. He is definitely one of the number 1 point guards, one guard. He plays a 3, but, the guy comes in. He can move any position on the court. Like Coach Bagwell says, really don't have a 5. Majette takes the 3, and he airballs it. Saturday, he led the way with 25 points in the losing battle against Catawba Valley. Shot for 4 for 9 from 3.
Majette is one of those guys, when I give you this comparison, I mean this, in what he can do on the court in terms of where he can play. He's like a LeBron James. He can play the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 on offense. He can guard pretty much anybody up to the 4 on the defense as well. 1
minute gone, 2 turnovers, JCC, as Braswell slowly brings it up. JCC in a 2-3 zone. Smith back, finds Majette on that right block, and JCC trails 4-0.
Hurricanes helping Hurricanes that time. It's Smith to Majette for 2.
2 turnovers, 4 points. Nice feed from Freeney to Jackson, and Jackson misses.
Yeah, Jackson point blank at the rim. He'd like to have that one back.
Smith. And Braswell misses his first 3 tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the Louisburg Sports Network. 4-0. First minute and 30. Backdoor, and McCarthy misses. And going back up is Jackson. Nathan Jackson has played all 5 games for the Hurricanes this season. He's 50% from behind the arc. He'll stand in 4-2. Majette picks up his first. And that's been Coach Bagwell's problem this year, is the aggression of defense that the Hurricanes have. They catch themselves in foul trouble, and you don't want to do that in a 40-minute game.
Another problem as well here for the JCC Jaguars has been the free throw line, PD. They are shooting just 56% from the line as we see a pair split by Jackson.
Braswell to McDonald, looking inside. Nothing there, but he finds Smith. Puts it on the floor with a high dribble. Turn it around. Flushes it home. Just like that. It's 6-1. 5-point lead for the Hurricanes. They set up in a full-court press. Khalil Boston breaks the press. Khalil Boston out of D.H. Conley High School. Driving, switches hands. High kiss off the window, and McDonald with his rebound. JCC drops back on defense, trailing 6-1.
JCC is going to be important for Jackson and McCarthy to stay out of foul trouble, give them a down-low presence.
And a turnover by Braswell. JCC ahead. And no basket as he took it right off of the rim was Jamal Miller. Was in the cylinder from the shot that was took previously.
And what athleticism that time by the 6'5 Miller. Went to Terry Sanford High School in Fayetteville, but a native of Trenton, New Jersey.
Braswell putting it on the floor, finds Smith. 3-0, and it's an air ball. Fighting for it and coming out, Hurricanes. McDonald to Braswell. And he saw Smith, but Smith right between Smith's hands. Freeney gets an inbound to Boston. The pair will bring it up, trying to beat the full court press. Freeney driving, southpaw runner, no, hits the floor hard. Jade Braswell, 6'2 freshman out of Flight 22.
And we've got a bad injury here as Freeney is down in the backcourt. He's unable to get up. There was going to stop play. Freeney may have twisted his ankle or a foot, something with the lower extremity. He stayed down in the backcourt, and they stopped play to attend to Freeney.
He's got him Camellia yellow shoes on, looking like a big bird with big shoes down there.
Luckily for Freeney, he was able to get up. He's trying to walk it off now. I think since he stopped play, they'll probably have to sub him out, and he is hobbling to the bench, and they'll bring in Orion Champion in his place out of Lawrenceville, Georgia.
New Faith Charter Academy. Six to 1. Crooked number 4, JCC. Only point to Nathan Jackson on the free throw. Champion. And Boston's baseline, and Nehemiah McDonald leaps over the defender, gets a rebound.
Good look by Boston. That shot was just flat.
McDonald given the 3, he'll take it and he'll miss. Majette. Cross-court pass. Nehemiah, second chance opportunities, and it's 9-1.
Really good start by JCC. Poor start, by Louisburg College, and a poor start by JCC.
Champion driving, and he's fouled by Nehemiah. That's his first. Majette's got one along with him. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Had doubleheader action tonight. We got our first media timeout, 15:42. 8-point lead for the Hurricanes. They start off with a 4-0 run. JCC got their first bucket on a free throw by Nathan Jackson, and that's where we're at, 9-1, leading the way for the Hurricanes tonight. So far is Nehemiah McDonald with 4. He opened the game with a little baseline dunk, Craig, and set the tempo out the gate early.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's, pretty much just sending a message early and often here to JCC, letting Lloyd Wheeler and his team know, hey, you're in our house, and this is how we welcome guests.
And I tell you, you couldn't ask for a better. It was Donovan Majette that saw him on that baseline and just, gave it right to him. It's the way that Nehemiah is playing this year different than last year. Last year, you would have never seen him take that shot. I mean, you would have never saw him go up with power like he did.
Well, it's all part of the, the growth and development of these young men just as human beings, not so much even as basketball players. Nehemiah's a little bigger, a little stronger than he was last year, and his athleticism has also increased, which is why he was able to just kind of flat-footed go up there and just hammer it down that time right over the top of the Jaguar defender.
If you're looking to support the Hurricanes this season, scan the QR code on the bottom right or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help us keep this stream free for the Hurricanes fans. Thank you for supporting Louisburg College Athletics. Louisburg College Athletics, presented by High Level Media all season, will be right here inside the Hurricane Club on the baseline. And Miller double dribbled, traveled all the way back to Smithfield.
He was hoping the two officials standing right there looking at him weren't looking at him. But I think Boston or Miller just lost where he was. And
Cameron Barnes is 3, and Nehemiah was trying to follow up. And right there to clean it up is Torrey Brown. Welcome to the game. 11-1. 15:21 left.
Also, welcome to the game, Christian Hodges, who is back off the injured list after a thumb injury. He's back out there now.
Christian Hodges had a good game against Quattaba Valley on the defensive end. And Champion picking up the first bucket for JCC.
Right over the top of Cam Barnes, who's entered the game as well. Looks like just about the full second unit out there with the exception of Smith and McDonald.
Barnes takes the 3. No. Chasing down a rebound is Khalil Boston. He'll push it in front court to Champion. Split the defenders and goes up. And whose jersey? Nothing but white underneath to get the rebound. Isaiah Smith to Barnes. Inside high post to Hodges. Puts it on the floor and says, this is my house. This is how we do it here.
Welcome in Christian Hodges, the redshirt sophomore out of Greenville, South Carolina.
Boston, right on Boston's hip is Torrey Brown. Miller. Boston for 3, too hard. Look at that. Kristen Hodges skies through the paint and grab the rebound. Smith. Brown gets a green light. Kristen Hodges with an offensive board and 2 more points, and that's 4 points in the team's 15 for Hodges. 12-point lead inside of 14 minutes. And we got no whistle, and Khalil Boston, late whistle.
Super late whistle that time. And they will count the bucket for Boston, but, I wasn't sure if they were going to call the block, the charge, or let it go. I mean, the basket went in, and then the official,
waited, hesitated.
He absolutely did.
15-5, 13:38 remaining in the first half.
Free throw line has been a chamber of horrors here for JCC. They average under 57% from the line as a team. Next game
for the Hurricanes on the road against Forsyth Community College. JCC will be back on Friday against Mid-Atlantic Christian JV. And we have a foul and a whistle. A whistle and a foul. That's going to be Torrey Brown with the hold.
Yeah, grabbing on to Boston, so Boston couldn't grab the defensive rebound.
15-5. They're just joining as JCC fell behind 4-0 before they got their first points, and that come from the free throw line. And Nathan Jackson pins one between the rim and the backboard.
Great pass by McCarthy, and just unfortunate for Jackson that time.
And the jump ball stays right with the Jaguars. Trailing by 10, 6:40 off the clock here in the first half. Big screen by McCarthy, and Barnes nearly has a steal. Great defense by Majette. Got a 5 on the shot clock. Standing at midcourt. Champion. 1. Gets it off and gets it to fall on the up and under layup.
Really good tenacity by Champion to stay with it. Shot clock winding down and barely got it off and got it to fall.
Barnes, high post to Hodges, puts it on the floor. 3 defenders, up and under. Big man says, this is my house. I've got 6 points. You guys got 7. I'm the king of this house.
Tell you what, Christian Hodges looks refined. He looks energetic. He looks confident down low, and he looks very strong at 6'3". He looks like he's playing like the biggest man on the floor.
You know, he's coming in. He's got a thick upper body. You could definitely tell the way he was last year and this year. He hit the gym in the offseason.
Absolutely, Christian Hodges. You can see in his upper body, he is absolutely put on some size. And again, he is standing there. He's packing at least 215 pounds up there with his upper body. I mean, just looking at him from last year to this year, I mean, what a difference. You could tell he took conditioning very seriously. While he couldn't play basketball with the thumb injury, he got himself in tremendous shape. And right now he's out here balling out, and he's currently leading the Hurricanes with 6 points.
6 of the team's 17 off the bench. The Hurricanes will come back with Braswell, Knox, Majette, Hodges, and Cameron Barnes. For JCC, they'll come out at a timeout with Boston, Champion, along with Miller, McCarthy, and Hemby in the game for the first time. Hemby flashing in that high post. Boston can get around a defender. Trailing 17-7. Champion in trouble to the corner, and he steps right on the inbound. It's a turnover. Khalil Boston.
Second time they've done that, where they've tried to take a step towards the basket coming off the perimeter and put their foot right on the out-of-bounds line.
4 turnovers for JCC in the opening 8 minutes. High post. Whips it. Knox for 3. Knox extends the lead to 13.
Great pass by Hodges that time. And Hodges hits the floor. Luckily, he's all right. He's good to go. It looks like he's walking it off.
Shaking it off. 20-7. 11:52 left. Robbie Knox on that shot right there has more points than he did the other night in the loss against Catawba Valley, where he was only held to 1 bucket in that game, and he fouled out. Great defense by Robbie Knox that night, but he was the other night. He was 4 for 7. No, correction. He was 1 for 4 in that game against Catawba with just 2 points.
Yeah, it was not a good day. It was probably actually the worst showing so far for Robbie in that game. I mean, he had consistently right there around 8 to 10 points each ball game. Didn't shoot the ball very well at all, taking on the Red Hawks. But tonight, off to a pretty good start with that three-pointer.
Like I said, next up for the Hurricanes, they'll be at Forsyth Community College on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Forsyth is definitely, one of the toughest teams right now early. They're undefeated, and then they go to Southwest Virginia on 2 days before Turkey Day, and then they're at Cleveland to start December off, and then they're back home against Guilford Tech and Davis and Davie on the 6th and the 13th of December, and then they head into the Christmas break right after that. Then January is all fun basketball.
Yeah, some big ball games in the conference coming up for the Hurricanes, and today another one as they're taking on JCC, trying to get a win in Region 10.
JCC working the ball with 15 on the shot clock. Great defense by the Hurricanes. Champion with 8 on the shot clock. Tightly guarded by Braswell. Turns it over. 5th turnover so far by JCC. Smith with the two-handed slam at the other end.
Great pass by Majette, defense to offense, and Smith flushes it home.
15-point lead. Biggest and another turnover. Oh, they say it off of their, no, yeah, I thought so. 6 turnovers.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing the same thing we saw last game where Patrick and Henry had the same amount of turnovers as points, and JCC is right there with them at this point. They've got to find some way to stop the bleeding here. They've got to have a good defensive series.
Weak side is very weak for Louisburg. McDonald, jump passes, out, all alone, 3, no. McDonald with the rebound and feeds Smith as he knew Smith was right there and he misses the easy buddy. It's a great vision by your post player to try to trap him off. Nearly over back. McCarthy's passes intended down low for Miller, Hemby, and it's a turnover. 7 turnovers, 7 points.
Pass was a half a second too late.
Smith misses. McDonald right there to clean it up. McDonald with a power and a flex as he comes down the court. 17-point lead.
Hurricanes crashing the offensive boards like we haven't seen them do so far this season.
Boston's passes tipped, and it right off of
Miller,
and the 8th turnover.
Yeah.
See Freeney coming back in the game.
Yeah, I think the trajectory of the ball was taken off a little bit by McDonald tipping it first. Miller tried to corral it, and then Miller just mistimed it.
Braswell sending McDonald across court.
3-2 zone here by JCC. Hurricanes moving the ball, trying to get him out of shape.
Braswell's pass with the Majette. Lavelle in the game for the first time. Up and under layups missed. Coming in and flying in was McDonald. He couldn't get the ball. Freeney shaking and making. A little 5'5" guard out of Mount Zion Christian Academy in Durham. Puts up the 3, and it's nothing but nylon.
Good stroke there by Rasan Freeney. And again, we've seen him before again at Mount Zion Christian Academy. You know, one of the guys that our good friend Tony Barnett seen a lot of times in the Bull City.
Big rebound by Smith, putting a body on Hemby and turning around shots off the mark. Freeney, the 5'5" guard, flies in for the rebound. Freeney racing down with Nehemiah McDonald. He picks up the foul. Out of control, but a foul on Nehemiah. That's his second.
Well, that was just a veteran, play right there by a freshman in Freeney. Freeney was really initiating the contact into McDonald. He was selling it like McDonald was in his way, but really Freeney was leaning into McDonald.
Kiss off the windows, no good. Hemby with the rebound, and coming out with it, Smith.
JCC's got to take advantage of these second opportunities they get.
Majette for 3, no. Big rebound, James Hemby out of Corneth Holders High School in Johnson County. Freeney wanted that 3, taking it to the cup, kiss off the window, and there to clean it up is Jamal Miller.
Yeah, I believe
And
JCC called a timeout.
Have a 5-0 run by JCC, and they call a timeout. 8:28 left, and you're looking to support the Hurricanes, go ahead and give them a shout-out and scan the QR code.
Cardinal Family Dentistry. We're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit Cardinal.
College athletics depends on fans like you to keep these broadcasts free and accessible. Your donation helps us support student athletes and continue streaming every game for the entire Hurricanes community. Scan the QR code on your screen to give today, and thank you for keeping Hurricane sports free for everyone.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. PD Doors, Craig Green here. 12-point lead. Louisburg led by as many as 17, and he led 24-7. It's a 5-0 run for the Jaguars. Braswell gives it up to Lavelle. Over to Smith. Nehemiah in the corner. Driving baseline, stabbed out, and it's off his leg. Great defense by Jamal Miller.
Yeah, JCC's got to find something that's going to work for them here to be able to generate some offense. I mean, stopping the Hurricanes defensively is one good way to keep them at 24, but now you've got to erase some of this deficit. You've been doubled up so far.
Shot is off the mark for the Jaguars. Hurricanes jump stop, and it missed. Nothing but Jaguars underneath with the rebound. Braswell averaging 14.5 points per game. Second in the team in scoring. Reverse layups miss. Here Coach Bagwell on the sideline telling his team to move. Hodges with a left-handed slam, and he gets pushed from behind by Jamal Miller as he flexes down the court.
Hodges coming in playing absolutely no games with JCC. Again, he started for the Hurricanes in 2023 and was a reserve player in 2024 and getting his first run here, and he is looking impressive.
26-12, 14-point lead, 7:04 left. JCC coming off of a season that they only played 3 games last year. And then Lavelle with a 3.
Sweet stroke out there by Julian Lavelle. Again, some of the reserve players coming in playing big roles. I mean, you got Hodges with 8, Lavelle with 3 right now. Torrey Brown came in and scored instantly when he got off the bench too.
Miller, baseline, no, air ball, right in the hands of Kristen Hodges. Knox, sprinting on the court, putting it on the floor, back out. Hodges for 3, in double figures with that 3 as he points to the crowd with a big 3, and that's 11 points for the young man off the bench.
Yeah, second game of the season for Christian Hodges, and easily his best performance of the 2 right here tonight.
20-point lead. Freeney. Over right side, Miller on the drive. Hodges pulls down the rebound, working on a double-double. Knox. Cross court. Lavelle. Splits the defenders, goes up, and he's fouled. So picking out the foul is beyond Rashawn Freeney.
And Freeney was holding the arm of Lavelle when he was trying to go up and take that shot to the basket. So Freeney gets called for his first personal foul.
Lavelle with 3 points. Make it 4.
Julian Lavelle last game, the Maplewood, New Jersey product. Only 2 points against Catawba Valley. After starting off pretty strong, he had 15 points against Patrick and Henry, 15 against Camp, but just been held to a deuce against the Eagles and against the Red Hawks. So the Bird team's not being very nice here to our guy, Julian.
You know, it's both games, you know, just held for 2 points and both of the losses. So that tells you right there, when he scores more than 2 points, a good chance we got to win.
That's right. I mean, you know, he is a player off the bench for the Hurricanes. And, you know, if he doesn't, just like you said, right now, if he doesn't perform, then, you know, it's you know, one less weapon that Brian Bagwell has.
Robbie Knox with his foul in the last one, and Majette dunks it down on a steal, extends the lead to 24. Freeney shaking and baking on Lavelle, drives, and he hits the floor hard, and he's grabbing his right hip, rolling on his hip as he's helped to the floor by Hodges and James Hemby. Freeney stands in at 5'6" out of the Bull City, you know. Smallest guy, but he's very quick, and he knows how to get up and under those trees. He's been playing for many years, and he's always played against guys bigger than him, so he knows how to get away with, you know, the up and unders when everybody expected him to go straight up.
Yeah, and again, it's, you know, good to see Freeney again. You know, you and I covered Mount Zion Christian Academy, and he was one of their young up-and-comers a couple of years ago, and now he's elevated his game. He's taken his game to the next level here playing college basketball.
36-12, he stands in. It's 50% on the season in free throws prior to this game, with 4 points tonight.
He's going to have a big game if JCC has to have a chance. He averages 6 points a game right now. He's going to need a little bit more than that if the Jaguars are going to try to get a win here tonight.
Second free throw is good, and that's 5 points for the Bull City native. 22-point lead. Majette loving that corner. Kristen Hodges almost pulls down the rebound. And Miller back out to Freeney. Long three. No. Lavelle with the rebound. Smith goes up on his defender, switches hands, and goes right in the face of McCarthy from Apex Friendship. Picks up the 24-point lead.
Tell you what, right there, the strength and the athleticism of Isaiah Smith to finish at the rim after taking all that contact, impressive.
Hurricanes able to drop back into man defense. Champion to Freeney, and he turns it over.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for JCC. Again, they've had more turnovers and more negative plays than points, and you know, that's why they trail right now by 24. You know, again, we're talking about how Patrick and Henry nearly had as many turnovers as points, and I think JCC is still in that neighborhood right now.
Smith driving, and he loses the ball as he's going up. Taking Jamal Miller straight to the cup. Inside of the final 5 minutes of the first half, JCC trails by 24. Step back long two is off the mark for Miller. Cross court from Majette to Smith. Knox guarded tightly by Freeney. 16 on the shot clock. Lavelle rolls off the screen. Majette inside, switches hands and makes it look easy. Over to James Wimby, the 6'8", out of Corneth Holder.
Yeah, beautiful move that time by Majette. And, you know, JCC right now, really no answers for the Hurricanes. They're getting anything they want in and at the rim and around it.
Down by 36 in the first half. 16 and some change off the clock. If you're looking to support the Hurricanes this season, go ahead and scan the QR code on the bottom right of your screen or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help us keep the stream free for the Hurricanes fans just like you. Thank you for supporting Louisburg College Athletics. Petey Norris, Craig Green, inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Nice crowd on hand here tonight for the doubleheader. The first game, the Louisburg Lady Hurricanes defeated Patrick Henry 95-45 behind a huge game off the bench for the Hurricanes. In that game, she finished with 20
Yeah, Talia Rowe was the show in that ball game. 31 points in that game for
Talia
Louisburg.
Rowe. She looked good, felt good, and shot nearly perfect from the field with 31 points. 15 more, she would have outscored Patrick Henry. JCC with the ball, facing a full court man press. Down by 36, Coach Bagwell frustrated. Robbie Knox could have stepped in the passing lane. Champion. Driving baseline is Miller, and he turns it over.
Not a good idea.
It's the 13th turnover the first half, and the Hurricanes hand it back over. Miller shot high off the window, hits the floor. Smith with the rebound. Isaiah Smith out of Southeastern Prep in Roxborough. Knox for 2.
Yeah, Hodges again. I mean, he's had a heck of a first half. Oh, good gravy.
They got out of the way on that one as Nehemiah slammed it down. 44-14. It's a 30-point lead. Coach Bagwell stands on the sideline with his hands above his head on the foul.
I believe that foul was on Hodges. I was looking at the official. It looked like Graham. I thought Graham held up 3 fingers. There's no number 3. So pretty sure that foul was on Hodges and is on Hodges. He's going to take a seat. He's got 2 fouls.
Hurricanes leading 44-14. Smith fouled, and it counts. With a little kiss off the window, and the bank is open. Still in Louisburg.
And they're going to give Miller the foul. You know, looking at JCC's roster, they've got some guys with some size and some length. I mean, they're just a very, very young team. Jamal Miller, 6'5". You've also got Hemby, 6'8". Killian McCarthy out of Ireland, 6'8" as well.
Smith with a 15-footer, and the leads bloom to 34. Inside of the final 2 minutes here in Louisburg. Jamal Miller couldn't connect. Isaiah Smith, step back, baseline. It's 6 straight for Smith out of Roxborough, North Carolina. 50-14.
Everything going the way of the Hurricanes. A 36-point lead here in the first half.
And here Coach Bagwell still pressing a D. McCarthy puts it on the ground, drops it off to the post, and he misses a dunk, and he gets his own rebound, and they turn it over to Knox.
That's just been the theme of the first half. That right there is exactly what the first half has been for JCC.
Braswell inside, stops with the southpaw for 15, and it's 52-14. 38-point lead.
All Hurricanes all night long.
Hurricanes in the first game, the women were up 50-22 at the break. The men are on their way up 52-16.
A nice little fadeaway that time by Champion, who got the defender up in the air, faded away, and knocked down the 15-footer.
Nehemiah for 3, no. Long rebound, Champion. Robbie Knox could have had a rebound, but went down the court. Champion trying to draw Robbie Knox with a foul and dribbles right off his foot. And a turnover, JCC with the 14th of the first half. 14 turnovers and 16 points, Craig. Signs up for a natural disaster hit by a Category 5 hurricane.
Hurricanes have been really impressive in the first half. I mean, they have pretty much taken the fight to JCC. I mean, again, emphatic dunk to get us started by Nehemiah McDonald, and again, it's been all Hurricanes from the opening go.
Majette puts up the three. Big rebound by Hemby. Correction, that was Miller. 2-1, Freeney shot. Yes, and it falls for JCC. 52-19. The Hurricanes lead, and a Category 5 storm is ripped through the first half. Freeney caps off the first half with his 8th point, and the Hurricanes lead at the break. 52-19. We'll return after we get a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to watching Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
Enjoying the game? You can help keep Hurricanes broadcasts free for everyone by making a quick gift to Louisburg College Athletics. Just scan the QR code on your screen. Every donation makes a difference.
you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome back. Halftime at Louisburg inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 52-19. The Louisburg Hurricanes over to Johnston Community College Jaguars. PD Orr's Craig Green here. What a great first half performance from Coach Bagwell and his Hurricane troops. You know, leading the way. Got a couple different guys. We've got, you know, everybody's contributing off the bench. We got role players coming in looking good. We got, you know, Robbie Knox, he just with 1-3. The 3 he had, it contributed at the time, you know, sparked a little offense. You know, Robbie Knox with just 1 foul. That's great for the young fella. You know, the other night he fouled out. Tonight just, you know, 1 foul. But, you know, what a performance by Isaiah Smith, followed up by Kristen Hodges.
Yeah, Hodges, again, in his second action of the season, you know, didn't play a factor in the game against Catawba Valley, but comes in here tonight, 13 points in the first half. And, I mean, Hodges, honestly, in my opinion, he looked like the best player on the floor. He looked like he was very confident. every time he touched the basketball, I was looking at a Hurricane fan in the crowd with a football jersey on. Every time he touched the basketball, he was decisive and he was confident and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And no one on JCC really had any answers whatsoever for the big number 4, the third-year player for the Hurricanes.
And every time, like you said, every time he touched the ball, he executed with a well-balanced play. He was moving off the ball. He was dishing the ball, with 3 assists there in the first half to go along with 13 points. A couple plays inside the paint where he's double-teamed, able to convert. I mean, he's hitting the ball, hitting the shots everywhere. The way Isaiah Smith is coming down the court, Braswell is, dishing the ball well. Donovan Majette with just 6 points in that first half. JCC going into the halftime with Rashawn Freeney's 3. Can that be a spark coming in the second half?
Well, it can be, but honestly, I'm looking at the body language of JCC out here, and I'm trying to look, at their staff and how they're, they seem pretty loose, but on the floor, I don't really see any, chemistry, camaraderie. They're all just kind of individually shooting the basketball here. And when you're down by 33 like this, again, there's not a one-size-fits-all solution to this, but it definitely starts, I think, with body language. I think it starts with, finding that energy, finding that want to, that moxie that it takes to overcome such a huge deficit. I mean, again, you're down 52-19 on the road against one of your division rivals here. And, what kind of response are you going to have right now? Like, I wonder what kind of response, what does JCC have in the tank here today? They're staring a 6th consecutive loss in the face and a third, another blowout right now. Do you have it in you, Lloyd Wheeler and team to make this comeback here tonight?
So he comes out with a totally different 5 here to start the second half for JCC. I'll come out with Khalil Lassiter, followed by Khalil Boston. Khalil Lassiter will start Michael Boone, Carson Lehite for the Jaguars. But the Hurricanes come out with their starting 5, and McDonald misses the 3. Big rebound, pulling down by Khalil Boston. And a turnover. Majette inside and picks up the foul.
Couple different Jaguars in the area for that one. They'll give it to Lassiter. I mean, Boone was in the area as well, but Lassiter picks up his first.
Majette looking for point number 7 and 8. Rattles out. It's 14 seconds off the clock. 1 turnover JCC. And 2 opportunities offense. For the Hurricanes, they only get 1 point. They set up in a full court press like they're down. Lassiter straight to the cup, loses it, he goes up.
Yeah, they're going to say that Braswell was holding him on the way up to the basket, but there will be free throws coming up for JCC.
Khalil Lassiter out of Hillside and Durham, 6 foot. Misses the first opportunity. Splits. And both teams are one crooked number on the point column here in the second half. With a minute gone, both of them were 1 point.
JCC 4 of 9 from the charity stripe.
Scott Graham says Nehemiah McDonald stepped right on the inbound. Turnover. Hurricanes. West gets the ball inside to Boone, and Boone slams it home.
You hear the bench come alive for the Jaguars here as Boone, the 6'7" freshman out of Cleveland High School in Clayton, gets some action.
Majette is fouled. Picking up the foul is Cardell West out of Southeast Alamance, listed at 6'5".
Hurricanes only have 20 on the shot clock here to get something off.
They come into McDonald. McDonald swings at the top of the key. Braswell back out. Majette in the corner. No, off the base plate. Pulling down the rebound, Khalil Lassiter.
Hurricanes able to get a lot of what they want when the Jags are in that zone defense and not getting out the shooters quick enough.
3 in the corner, and it's nothing but nylon for Lehite.
Gets his first action and second shot of the second half and knocks down a triple.
Knox, shots blocked from behind, but he's fouled. Michael Boone, recipient of the foul called by Scott Graham.
Yeah, Boone got that one. Khalil Lassiter was in the area too, but not enough contact from Lassiter to draw the foul.
Knox too hard on the first free throw. Hurricanes' next game is Saturday at 3 o'clock on the road against Forsyth. 3 games back to back to back on the road till they're back home December 6th. And straight to the cup. Khalil Boston picks up 2.
And got that one over the top of Majette.
It's 8-1 run for the Jaguars to start the second half. Braswell
Got Smith
to
in the corner.
Majette. Yes! Stops the bleeding for the Hurricanes with a 3. That needs to be a spark of the offense. Boston. Nehemiah steps in the passing lane and steps right on the sideline.
Second time in a row that Nehemiah's done that, but you know, a great athleticism from McDonald to steal the ball right out of the hands of Boone. But unfortunately for him, he turned it over in the process.
West comes into play. Lassiter trying to get around Braswell. Gets around him, goes straight to the cup, and falls and picks up 2.
That's Lassiter's first basket of the game outside of that free throw. And
10-4 run by JCC. They're still trail 57-29.
oh my goodness,
And Nehemiah slams it home.
what a lob. Great pass by Knotts, and Nehemiah McDonald flushes it home, says thank you very much.
30-point deficit. Lassiter to the corner. No. Boston with a miss. And Smith couldn't convert. JCC turns it over.
Tell you what, the Hurricanes are flying to the basketball. They're in the passing lanes. They are being disruptive. And again, they're making things very, very difficult for the Jags.
Great defense so far by the Jaguars, stopping the Hurricanes, and then the Hurricanes return the favor on defense. But he couldn't convert on the offensive side for Braswell. West, up and under, no. Fighting and coming out with it, Khalil Boston. West inside, Nehemiah takes the ball. Takes it right out of his hand like a kid in a candy store. Nehemiah, off-balance shot, forces up the shot, trying to draw the foul. Michael Boone. West. Step back and buries it.
Nice basket by West. I was going to question his decision-making that time, but was able to get it up and over the defender and score.
Got 13 points here in the second half for JCC, and Donovan Majette gets every part of the rim, every part of the air as it falls through. 62-31, and it's a 13-10 JCC advantage here in the second half. 15:22 left. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
You can help keep Hurricanes broadcasts free for everyone by making a quick gift to Louisburg College Athletics. Just scan the QR code on your screen. Every donation makes a difference.
Welcome back to Louisburg at JCC in Louisburg. 62-31, 31-point lead. Hurricanes way. They led since the opening tip on the Nehemiah McDonald baseline poster jam. And entering the game for the Hurricanes, James Harris pulls down a rebound.
Hodges back out there too.
Long three by Smith, and Hodges trying to chase it down. We got a media timeout. 62-31, 14:47. If you're looking to support the Hurricanes this season, go ahead and scan the QR code or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help us keep this stream free for Hurricanes fans. Thank you for supporting the Louisburg College Athletics. Louisburg Hurricanes Sports presented by High Level Media. PD Doors, Craig Green here. Hurricanes led 52-19 at the break. It's a 13-13 advantage here in the second half. Hurricanes got some big games on the road coming up, Craig. They've got Southwest Virginia, Forsyth, and Cleveland before they return here December 6th against Guilford Tech. We'll have it right here on Louisburg Sports Network. But JCC, of their 5 games, they've only played 1 game at home, where they held Central Carolina on Saturday. They nearly had that game in until about 6 minutes ago in the second half. The defense stopped, and Central Carolina prevailed to a 79-64 victory. Next up for the Jaguars will be home against Mid-Atlantic Christian JV, and then they go to Sandhills at Cleveland with 1 home game in December. That's against Pitt Community College.
They got a golden opportunity against the Mustangs this Friday night back in Smithfield to see a familiar opponent, one that they defeated last season in Mid-Atlantic Christian, the MacView Mustangs.
Straight to the cup, and thought he got fouled was Carson Lehite. And Nehemiah pulls down a big rebound. We got a whistle.
And West with another foul, this one on Nehemiah McDonald. Yeah, daunting road trip coming up too for JCC. You mentioned it, they're going to take on the Flyers in Sandhill. They'll take on the Yetis at Cleveland Community College. And then they get to return home on December 11th against Pitt.
You look at their January schedule. You know, they're all home every game but 2 in January.
Matter of fact, these two teams will rematch about 2 months from now, PD, on Saturday the 17th in Smithfield at the Innovation Academy. So, you know, this game will definitely be on the mind of Lloyd Wheeler and his team, you know, as JCC will host Louisburg in 2 months.
A 3. Welcome to the game, big man James Harris out of Cleveland High School.
Everybody getting involved for JCC tonight. 9 players have scored, for Louisburg.
34-point lead. Lassiter nearly turns it over, pulling it back in. Lehigh drives, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Tough luck foul that time. I think Knotts took an elbow on the way up, and he's trying to shake it off, but he will be credited with the foul. And Knotts is down, PD, and waiting for the training staff. He's down on a knee here and tapping to Hodges. I think he's all right, but he may need, perhaps there could be some blood here on the floor, and I think they got a towel and training staff here to help him out.
We're going to step away. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network.
Enjoying the game? You can help keep Hurricanes broadcasts free for everyone by making a quick gift to Louisburg College.
I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome back as Robbie Knox helped to the sideline by the trainers here at Louisburg. Lehigh will stand in and misses the first free throw. Lehigh out of Jacksonville High School in Jacksonville, North Carolina, 6-foot freshman.
Still got a lot of the second unit in for JCC with the exception of Kalik Boston, who's on the floor for the Jaguars.
13:42 left. Cameron Barnes in for Knox, and a 3 too hard off the iron. JCC comes out with numbers.
Oh!
Shots blocked. Great stop and a great defense by Torrey Brown. And look at him go. Look at him flash. And look at Kristen Hodges pick up his 15th point.
All started by Torrey Brown pinning that shot off the glass.
And we have Kristen Hodges picking up an offensive charge.
Yeah, Kalik Lassiter ran over Hodges. Hodges was in the restricted area. And great play, great awareness by the third-year player, Christian Hodges. Again, he's made a huge impact on this game. And one of the catalysts. Yes,
67,
yeah, Isaiah, we love that block.
Isaiah Smith on the baseline here, trying to jam up the crowd. It's a Hurricane 67-31 with 13:02 left, waiting to get the sweat of Kristen Hodges.
Yeah, Isaiah turned to me and said, "You liked that block, didn't you?"
13:02 left.
This is the most confident I think I've seen Louisburg play probably since the Patrick and Henry game.
Definitely. Cameron Barnes with the green light, and Majette with the rebound. Spins it out. And Isaiah Smith pulls it back down. Smith inside to Hodges. Baseline was Barnes, and Hodges' pass was too flat. unable to pull it in. A three by JCC is off the mark. Big rebound. Khalil Boston. And we got
another offensive foul.
Offensive charge.
This time it's Kalik Boston instead of Kalik Lassiter who draws the unlucky number. But Hodges in the right place at the right time all game long.
He's not scared to take a charge. We got timeout, JCC. Down by 26 with 12:27. Coach Lloyd Wheeler wants to regain his troops to finish off this game strong. There's not a 30-point bucket out there, but you just got to chop it away one bucket at a time.
Pretty much it. Just coach, you're just coaching up this next possession, and that's it. You're on defense now. You have to find a way to get your best effort out of your five on the floor right now. And I think he's sending a message by having guys like Miller, Killian McCarthy, Nathan Jackson sitting on the bench and playing some of the reserves here. I think it's more of a message sent by Wheeler, about what he wants to see in his own expectations. But on this series right here, PD, again, it's really, really important for JCC to keep their shape and not let themselves get pulled out of form. And that's what's been happening a lot. When you watch their defense, they're playing this 2-1-2 zone here, and what happens is the Hurricanes are passing the ball so furiously that their two guys down low are not committing out to guys on the wings. Hurricanes are just taking whatever shots. They have sometimes 2 and 3 players wide open on the perimeter.
Every time. I mean, they definitely have the, with Michael Boone down low, you need to work the big man. Now they still come out with the same ones they started with here in the second half. But, Hurricanes with the momentum right now, leading 67-31.
Ball being worked around here. 3-ball by Torrey Brown is no good, and the rebound comes down to Boston. A correction, that's Lassiter with the ball. And JCC looking to stop the bleeding, down by 36 points here against their in-state rivals from about an hour down the road.
Look at Cameron Barnes with the steal. He crosses, and Hodges is fouled. He'll shoot 2. But great defense. Cameron Barnes got too far under the basket and couldn't get a reverse layup. And thank God for Hodges right there to clean it up. And Hodges will go to the line to shoot 2 for his 16th and 17th point off the bench tonight.
It's the best offensive rebounding all season long by Louisburg. They've been getting offensive boards and buckets in bunches.
All
They've
night.
been getting boards and buckets.
That's where they've been struggling all season, and every game is, tonight they've got second chance opportunities. Prior to tonight's game, they're only averaging 4 offensive boards per game.
And that, you can ask Brian Bagwell, that's unacceptable, and it's probably part of the reason why some of these games are closer than they want to be. Also could be one of the reasons why they are, why they're coming off of 2 consecutive losses, as they need to continue to keep possessions alive and add extra possessions sometimes, especially if you're on the road.
McDonald gets the inbound lob. Torrey Brown goes high post to McDonald. He tries to put it on the floor, and it's stabbed out by the Jaguars.
Yeah, they had 2 shooters open on the perimeter again.
Jaguars, 4 minutes cold without a bucket. Lassiter. Driving, baseline to West, and West
It's out of control.
stays right with it and gets 2 more and flexes. Young man, you are down 68-33 on the road. Don't need to be flexing quite yet, but feel the confidence. 11:10 left. Majette quietly looks at the crowd as he nails his second 3 tonight of the second half.
Louisburg's got shooters on the perimeter, and we talked about Majette's perimeter game and how teams may not be respecting it. Majette wide open out there in the corner.
At Empire Eats Catering, we turn your events into unforgettable experiences. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we deliver expertly crafted menus that impress and delight. Our culinary team brings passion and precision to every dish, combining fresh ingredients with bold flavors to match your unique vision. Whether it's a corporate event, wedding, or special occasion, Empire Eats Catering is your partner in creating exceptional moments. Visit empireeatscatering.com today to start planning your next event with.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Petey Norris, Craig Green here, 71-33. It's been all Hurricanes all night in our doubleheader. The women picking up a 50-point win against Patrick Henry Patriots, 95-45.
Looks like the men are on their way to doing something similar here, up by 38.
Looking to put a 100-burner on. And Champion finds Miller, and Miller picks up 2.
And Miller, again, you saw the athleticism early on from Miller, and that time it pays off as he gets to the rim and lays it home.
Lavelle to Barnes. Looking inside, nothing there, no one moving.
Look at all the shooters, though, on the perimeter. JCC content with trying to keep everything on the outside.
Majette, first, third, 3. And I tell you, that right there can erase the first and second half, and the game is nearly in the books.
They keep daring Majette to shoot. We see it week after week after week.
Barnes with the steal. Barnes hands it off to Lavelle, and he's fouled as he went up.
Tell you what, I thought that time Cam Barnes wanted to go up and yam it, but he was hit on the way up.
You know what? You don't say yams around me with Thanksgiving just a week away. Love me some old yammy yams. 74-35, 9:50 left. Next Louisburg Hurricanes broadcast will be next Tuesday as the Lady Hurricanes back home at a 5 o'clock tip-off right here on Louisburg Sports Network. 75-35. Coach Gaskins has to be real happy with what he's seen in his troops tonight in the big win against Patrick and Henry. Making both free throws extends the lead to 41.
Looks like Champion back in the game now for JCC. He was on the bench for a while there, pretty much the entire first half of the second half.
(24-16) run in second half. Nice baseline cut by Nathan Jackson, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Hurricanes. Got 12 on a shot clock for JCC. Shot is off the mark. Champion gets another opportunity. Puts up the 3 off the front of the iron. Chases his rebound and gets another chance. And a turnover. Richard Bland will come in on Tuesday. That'll be the final game before the Thanksgiving break for the Lady Hurricanes at 5 o'clock. We'll have it right here on Louisburg Sports Network. Khalil Boston and Majette first 4-3, no. If he would have hit that one, I believe the whole bench would have went crazy on that one, Craig.
I believe so. I mean, you know, we're getting to that point in the game where we're starting to see some of the reserves get a little bit of run, and guys who may not get major minutes getting some opportunities to get some live action and get their name in the scorebook.
Miller hits a 3.
Got a long 2. He had a foot on the line there.
Here he is with a spin. It goes up on the left side, right over the reach of Nathan Jackson. Kristen Hodges with his 18th point.
Hodges, I mean, he just feels like a different player. I mean, he just feels like he's on a whole nother level out there today.
He'll have a seat as Nehemiah McDonald checks in. Also checking back in the game is Isaiah Smith. And Lavelle checks in.
They're bringing Killian McCarthy back in the game, too, to play that center position. The Irishman, 6'8", out there in the middle. See if he can have any kind of impact here the final 8 minutes.
Lavelle flashing through the paint as McDonald not able to get the ball to him. Oh, there's going to be a back door. But back out to Majette with 10. Majette drives. Collapsing on the rebound is Braswell, unable to pull it in. Goes right with the Hurricanes.
Bang, bang play there. Said they went off a leaf high for last.
Got a media timeout, 7:48 left, 78-37. Hurricanes lead Louisburg. Louisburg Hurricanes lead JCC.
At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today.
Welcome back to the Roger G. Taylor Arena, 78-37. It's been all Hurricanes all night. The Hurricane came to shore at about 5 o'clock in the Lady Hurricanes game, and, it turned back around once it hit the coast. It come back through, and it's in northern North Carolina right now. Louisburg, 78-37. What a big shout out to Linda Knox for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all accepted. Anything you want to donate from 1 cent to 7 million. Anything is accepted and appreciated. Shot is off the mark for the Hurricanes. JCC not giving up on offense. One extra pass converted in at 3. You could have gave it to Jamal Miller, but he gave it up, didn't want the shot, saw another opportunity. And JCC puts 3 on the board.
Khalid Boston, a couple of feet from behind the line, knocks down the triple. A little too late, though, for JCC that time is Lavelle
answered back for the shortest part of the arc from the corner, 81-40. Lavelle sprinting, busts through the defenders. He's hit hard. But McDonald cleans it up, and it gets an and one.
Yeah, good block that time by Miller. But on the follow-up, Hemby fouled Nehemiah. Nehemiah scored, and now he's going to the line for 1.
$83-40, pending the three-point play.
52 degrees outside right now here in Louisburg, but it's about 100 degrees in here in the Roger G. Taylor Arena because the Hurricanes are hot.
The three-point play. Kristen Hodges back in the game for Majette. 84-40. 40.4-point lead. Play the lottery numbers tonight. Once you hit it, give us a donation. 84-40.
Our Cash App is at Craig G Sports.
Nice baseline take for McCarthy. Braswell picks up the foul. Send Champion to the line to shoot 2. No, correction, it was James Hemby. Hemby out of Corinth Holders High School in Clayton. 6'8" freshman. too hard off the back of the iron. Kristen Hodges fixes the net for the officials. Scott Graham couldn't get a vertical leap on that one. Second free throw's too hard. Hodges pulls down the big rebound in his Kevin Durant shoes. Lavelle to Smith. Wide open. No, and an air ball. Six minutes to go. And the Hurricanes victorious. And I tell you, Khalil Boston just throws it up with a little English off of the hands of Braswell, and it falls through.
Whatever it takes to get the ball to fall in the bucket, that's what the Jags are going to do, but just too little, too late.
And I tell you, McDonald's missed shot, and Smith there to clean it right up for two.
That's his first points of the second half.
But a big defensive stop there on the block. Trying to put his man on the poster. But I tell you, Kristen Hodges says, no, you're not doing that tonight. I'll foul you before that happens. Mr. Miller carried that back to Fayetteville, Terry Sanford High School.
That's 3 on Hodges. And Miller is not a great free throw shooter, PD. Right now, Jamal Miller is shooting right at 50% so far on the season from the charity stripe. The leading scorer for JCC, averaging just under 15 a game.
Makes both on that trip.
It's about halfway to his average now. He's sitting at 8. But, you know, it's been too much Hurricanes here tonight as they're about to coast to a victory and eliminate that losing streak.
Smith with his 4th straight point extends the lead to 44. You know, JCC falls back in that 2-3 zone. No one stepped in on Smith as he just picks up the easy bucket. With a putback and second chance opportunities. Help the Jaguars pick up 2.
Offensive board by Miller, the putback by Leafite.
Hodges gets his own rebound, and it stays right with the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think Hodges had intentions of putting it back up there for another one, but Hemby got his hand in there and knocked it away. Looks like we got a Cameron Brown sighting in the ball game as well for the Hurricanes. The freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina, has just entered in for Brian Bagwell's side.
Just under 5 minutes to go, 12 seconds on the clock, shot clock. And move the ball high post to Hodges. 4 on the clock. Knox. He's going to have to put it up, and he doesn't put it up, and it's a shot clock violation.
That time, I think the Hurricanes were indecisive with the basketball. I didn't see anything extraordinary on the defensive end from the Jags. They stayed in that exact same 2-1-2 defense they've been in. I think the Hurricanes got stubborn, tried to work the ball inside, and there was nothing there.
88-46. Softball players out here cleaning up all the sweat and the grime on the court for the Hurricanes. Lehigh brings it down for the Jaguars, trailing by 42. Double teamed to the corner. Big man for 3. No, air ball. Hodges with the rebound. Hodges on a double-double tonight. Knox with Smith. .14 on a shot clock. Smith from the corner. And a putback by Hodges.
Crashing the offensive boards. I mean,
Hodges, he's been there in the right spot, right time all night.
Exactly. Inside, outside. I mean, Hodges has done a lot of his work inside the paint, and he's registered 20 points for the Hurricanes off the bench.
90-46, 3:29 left. This is the final media timeout. We'll return. You're listening to Hurricanes basketball presented by High Level Media.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome back. 3:29 left to the Roger G. Taylor Arena, 90-46. JCC in jeopardy of falling 0-6 on the season. 5 of those games on the road.
A.D. Maber out there.
I tell you, JCC couldn't get an opportunity right there. As Stanley.
The roof almost blew off this place. Stanley had that one nearly roll in.
And JCC climbing steady. 90-48.
Hemby tried to dunk it over Maber.
Laying it up right over his defender, Torrey Brown, and that's JCC on a 6-2 run.
Looks like Bagwell's going to let his reserves finish this ball game off here. Torrey Brown, A.D. Maber, Julian Lavelle, Cam Brown is out there, as well as Stanley.
Going to definitely have to see how deep you can go in the season. This is a time where you need to see it. And blow out games like this where you can get some minutes for the young guys.
And Brown nearly had a steal. But again, yeah, getting some minutes for the younger players, absolutely an important part of this game, again, because you never know who you're going to need off the bench at any given moment.
Someone get in foul trouble, someone get hurt. You know, the best part about this with freshmen, you know, in junior college, until grades come out, you might have a totally different team come in the second half, you know, after the Christmas break. If someone fails under credit hours, they're not playing in the second half. So you definitely have to, you know, utilize your bench and see who you got if you need.
And again, you hear the gym come alive. They thought Maber had a breakout dunk there, but the ball got tipped away. And you hear it in the crowd. Some of the other, some of the football players are here as well. And they are cheering on their classmates, wanting to see them score and get some run tonight.
Great take to the cup. Khalil Boston.
Maber calling for the ball down low. It's Maber against McCarthy.
Corner three. Love from the rim, no. Doesn't fall with 64 ticks left. And JCC is going to fall to 0-6 on the season. Next up, the Mustangs from Mid-Atlantic Christian on Friday night at 6 o'clock, 6:30 from Johnston Community College.
Yep, another chance to get that bad taste out of their mouth. Again, right now, 0-5, absolutely staring 0-6 in the face tonight. But the MacU Mustangs, they're not going to take it easy on them. And I expect Lloyd Wheeler to have his team ready to go this Friday night in Smithfield.
McCarthy perfect from the line on that trip. 90-54 inside of a minute.
Oh. Neighbor wasn't ready for the pass.
Neighbor going to high post. Looking for the ball. Stanley not giving it up. Stanley, 3 on the way. No.
Crowd went crazy. Neighbor got their offensive board.
$90-58.
I think this might be it. Bagwell telling him to get it across and just dribble it out. Awesome performance tonight by the Hurricanes on a runaway victory over JCC, PD.
90-58. It was a clearing sweep. The Hurricanes came through on both sides, the men and the women. The women defeated Patrick Henry in our first game 95-45, and the men defeat JCC 90-58. We're going to step away and come right back here with final closings and stats from tonight's game and your player of the game.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Louisburg College Athletics depends on fans like you to keep these broadcasts free and accessible. Your donation helps us support student athletes and continue streaming every game for the entire Hurricanes community. Scan the QR code on your screen to give today, and thank you for keeping Hurricane sports free for everyone.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome back to the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Victorious win for Coach Bagwell and his troops tonight over JCC Jaguars, who fall to 0-6 on the season, Craig.
And the Hurricanes, again, improve their record and get a win and eliminate that two-game losing streak. So the Hurricanes now moving to 4-2 and, going to be 4-2 at home as well. And getting a big win here tonight as the gym starts to clear out, PD. The one thing that sticks out in my mind about tonight's ball game, Christian Hodges. I think he was the best player on the floor for both teams tonight. Again, coming in off the bench, second game back after that thumb injury that put him out since last season. And he came out here tonight like gangbusters. 20 points for Christian Hodges. He was the man for Louisburg. He set the tone in this ball game coming off the bench. Nehemiah McDonald, what can you say about him? Again, the way they started the game with that emphatic dunk across the baseline here. From that moment on, it was on. That's all I can say from that. But when you look at the Hurricanes on the scoreboard here, we talked about Hodges in his 20. After that, Donovan Majette, 19 points, Speedy. He hit 3 straight threes at one point in the second half. JCC refused to come out and guard the man. He just kept knocking down the triples. 16 points for Isaiah Smith. 14 points for Nehemiah McDonald, including a couple of awesome dunks. He had that one off the lob from Smith. Good gravy. Also in this game, we did talk about Smith's 16, Majette's 19, McDonald 14. Julian Lavelle, 8 points off the bench. James Harris had 3, Knotts with 4, and Jade Braswell with 2. And Torrey Brown also came in with 2 as well. Cam Barnes, 2 free throws, and that's the scoring for Louisburg. And then on the other side for JCC, it just was not enough for them tonight, again, as they suffer another tough loss. Leading the way for them in scoring book today, Kalik Boston had 13 points, and he had 9 of those in the second half. Jamal Miller finished with 10, and he had 8 in the second half. Orion Champion, he finished the ballgame with 7. Rashawn Freeney with 8 points. James Hemby with 2. Killian McCarthy 4. Cardell West 4. Carson Leafhite 5. And Michael Boone with a deuce. So, again, Petey, I mean, we talked about JCC wanting to get trying to come on the road and eliminate that losing streak, that 0-5, and now they fall into 0-6. I mean, the Hurricanes, again, they looked confident, and they were the better team literally from minute 1 to minute 40.
Yeah, I mean, they come out, like you said, they set the tone on the baseline dunk, the assist by Donovan Majette. Saw, Nehemiah McDonald on that baseline. From that moment on, that set the tone for everything, because it got Hodges involved on the bench. He started getting the bench involved. He's definitely was the player of the game tonight. 21 points. Like you said, the second game back. I mean, he played against Catawba Valley. Really didn't do a lot on the offensive side. Come in late in that game. Come in the second half, but his defense was tenacious the past 2 nights.
And he's looked the part. I mean, he looks like he's ready to go. I mean, physically, again, he looks like a whole new Christian Hodges. I think he's added on at least maybe 15 pounds of muscle. I mean, my man looked like a football player out there at some point.
Yeah, he looked like some running back out there. I mean, he's built. He's got a big upper body. I mean, if you look at him, I mean, his frame is not as height-wise. He's only listed as 6'3", but he plays like he's 6'8", 6'9".
Right. I mean, it was like a Charles Barkley-esque type of game, because Charles Barkley in the real world's about a 6'4" man. Listed when he was with the 76ers Phoenix Suns, you're a fan of, he was listed at 6'6", his entire time there. I mean, Barkley, one of the most tenacious rebounders. I mean, he had the low center of gravity. He was an athletic player, but I think Hodges takes it to a whole nother level. Again, he's got like this football build with his upper body. He's got spring in his legs, and I think he played really, really confident tonight, and it really paid dividends. And I think going forward, I think he's going to be a vital piece in the rotation for Brian Bagwell. Again, he's a matchup problem, because at 6'3", air quotes, he can play inside, outside. You see, he's a willing rebounder. He's not afraid to get down there with the trees and scrap.
Definitely. As the Hurricanes, this is a big momentum win going into the next 3 games on the road. Next 3 games, they play a Forsyth Technical Community College in Winston-Salem. 3 o'clock on Saturday is not going to be easy test. That's going to be your first big road test. And then you got Southwest Virginia, who defeated JCC in an opening game 86-80. So you take some of that, and then after that, you're going to Cleveland. And then you're back home for 2 games. When you come back home, you got two tough teams also. So, I mean, the schedule doesn't get any easier. Right now, you're 4-2 on the season. You got a big statement win tonight, 90-58. You got to take tonight's game and grow, and you see what you got with the bench and what the players utilized tonight. We've seen everybody played on the roster that's active. So Coach Bagwell saw what he had and knows how deep he is. I'm sure it didn't take just tonight's game. We've seen that all season. They rotate about 8 or 9 players, and any of those 8 or 9 can definitely get double digits.
Yeah, and it goes to show you that you know, the strength and the depth of this team again, where you can, you know, you really have probably anywhere from 7 to 8 different guys you could start on any given day for Louisburg. And you talk about the road trip coming up. I mean, tell you what, having to travel to Forsyth right now, who is the hottest team in Region 10 D2 right now, they're still undefeated at 6-0. Then you've got, just like you said, you mentioned, you know, in my estimation, you know, winnable, I'll just say it, winnable games at Southwest Virginia, winnable games taking on the Yetis at Cleveland before you come back home. But, you know, Forsyth, that's the first one. Before you can even get to Southwest Virginia, you got to take on Forsyth and see what you're made of there. Again, that team is coming out like gangbusters, 6-0 and just running Region 10 at the moment.
Yeah, they're playing. I mean, they've got a big. They've played a big schedule so far for Forsyth. This is their first year in a Region 10, first year basketball program out in Winston-Salem. But Craig, final score tonight from the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Hurricanes swept through, touched land at 5 o'clock today, and it's moving off at 9 o'clock tonight. Hurricane hung around for 4 hours and pounded and pounded and pounded both ends of the court in the men and in the women's game. Final score for the men's game, 90-58. They move on to 4-2 on the year. Next up for the men, they'll be at Forsyth Technical Community College Saturday at 3 o'clock. Our next broadcast here on Louisburg Sports Network is Tuesday at 5 o'clock as Richard Bland and your Lady Hurricanes will be right here on Louisburg Sports Network. For Petey Doris and Craig Green, good night and God bless from Louisburg, North Carolina.